pleasant good evening, everybody. We welcome you to Veterans Day, Military Appreciation Night here at Paycom Center. Some active service members in the house, as are some proud veterans. They immediately go to Zubac. There's Jalen Williams, got that hand in there, knocked it free, forced the turnover on the break. Isaiah Joe's going to clean it up, finish it off.
As he plays more games, and man, that's highly unusual for a three-point shooter like him.
Speaking of good three-point shooters, Mark Daniel was very complimentary of his drop coverage with that defense. SGA all over Harden.
Derrick Jones Jr. had that loose change. That time Wiggins just took it from him. I mean, excuse me, J-Dub just poked it away from him.
There's Isaiah Joe. And it squirts out to Wiggins.
Once again, the Thunder doing a good job of picking up those loose balls.
Oh, and SGA goes right by man and then finishes it off with the left hand. You might be...
Absolutely.
As SGA dancing with it. Wants the step back three and got the step back three. That was over Harden. Now 6 seconds. SGA can get by Batum. Pulls up, and that's automatic. SGA, once again, this time with Harden. Another matchup he's got to like as he goes right to the cup, bisecting the lane.
That's what you call making it do what it do, baby. Man, he danced.
So SGA fires it over to Kenrich. Wide open. Kenrich Williams gets into the score.
To the Clippers after losing that jump ball on that tie-up.
Shai through the lane. Tough shot. Line drive after the foul from Coffey. Old-fashioned three-point play coming up. Off the front. Biggest lead of the game for OKC. Shai, step back three. Got it up over Dunn. That time a little jab step and he swishes it home. Shai's got 16. Shai turns off balance, takes the bump. What a move! Oh, SGA zigzagging his way into the end one with his body.
Just beautiful.
Clippers had the 2-for-1 opportunity. Shai, this top Dort from the outside. Catch fire three, that's good. There's some mismanagement of the situation of the game. Now a quick word from your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
Sometimes those drives can be a microcosm.
He was rubbing his head on the way down. Dort again, late closeout. Look at that shot from the outside.
The official wasn't hearing it.
I'm keeping him quiet throughout this game. He has not done much.
That's a good point. Just making him work for everything.
Speaking of working, my goodness, SGA in the mid-range. That was dirty.
That's called making it do what it do, baby. Gotta allow him to turn. That's 20 turnovers for the Clippers.
And 2 more points off those turnovers.
In a fast break situation. Harden's not arguing that as he goes to the bench with those 5 fouls.
Shai straight away rips the cords from deep.
Here's this three-pointer by Shai. Man, it's just beautiful. Beautiful shot there.
Rep your Thunder your way. Visit OKCThunder.com/shop.
Shai has just been outstanding.
SGA with the basketball in his hands. Dort lets it fly. He's got another one.
He got that inside position. Knew he couldn't get the rebound.
Shai maneuvering. Nice pass underneath. There is Jalen Williams. He was open. Passed up the three. And the Clippers. Nice pass. This time, J-Dub. Two shading over toward SGA. Cuts through a couple of defenders. How did he get that up? SGA slicing and dicing to the rim.
James Harden's down here on the floor. They're going to call timeout.
Shai keeping the ball in his hands. Pulls it back out. J-Dub had space. As we come up on the 2-minute mark, it's a one-score game. 3-point OKC lead. Shai, the step-back shot. He's got 42. We're going to get Isaiah Joe free throws. So that is 3 massive points.
He is one of the hardest working men in the NBA, folks.
That'll do it here inside Petticoat Center. It's all over. The Thunder prevail. OKC in the win column, now 9-2 on the season. And SGA a career high 45.
It has been almost 2 weeks to the day the last time the Oklahoma City Thunder played at home here in downtown Oklahoma City. But there is no place like home for the holiday.
Kind of stepped back as he shot it, didn't he?
He was going the other direction. He said that one's going down. Don't worry. The love up top. That one's going down too by Hartenstein. The rebound to SGA. Wants to make his move on Poole. Backing him down. Poole got the hand in there. Shai still able to play through it. Shai starting the second. Here on the floor. He'll take the three. A little bit of space and drain it. Jalen Williams.
And he's been so supportive of his teammates while he's in season 9, folks.
It is college ball at Virginia. SGA going to work on the rookie, Carrington.
Where he's got 2.
Now, quick word from Jack in the Box.
That was that last time out.
First boom of the year?
Yeah, I missed that too, man. First boom of the year. They call timeout.
Don't forget about the booms, man. Oh, don't forget about Shai's defense. That time it was the defense on the rookie. And right now he is abusing Carrington.
You know, a lot of times you just have to wear teams down. And that's what the Thunder have been slowly doing here, is wearing them down.
Getting right into the breadbasket. Took it away. Shai dancing, still dribbling, tough fadeaway shot. SGA just deadly in the mid-range.
Man, that's naughty and nice. My goodness. There was a whole lot going on that play, folks.
Found shooters. He didn't go glass that time. Instead tried the pure shot. As SGA gallops ahead. And that three. Off back iron and in.
That just speaks really for a lot of the guys and what they're able to do in turn. Oh, that's a nice move by Shai. A lot of contact at the rim.
Clean block puts SGA at the free throw line, where he's now 5 for 5. In Miami, just continuing to find ways to score. Looks like OKC might be getting a little momentum. SGA back on the floor. Drives in, contact, spins it home somehow. Just put enough on it to get it to go down. Locked. He's always the biggest lead of the game, Michael, has been 9 points. Caruso diving for that basketball, forces the turnover. SGA over Valanciunas, takes advantage with the deuce. Just kind of came up. Didn't look right. Mitchell, that three, wide open. It's incredible for a player his size. Dort, corner three, still can't get one to go. Pops out to SGA. SGA finishes off the possession. He has a propensity to do that. Shai adds another triple. 34 on the night for SGA, his third three. And all of a sudden, they have here in the fourth quarter. SGA, too much speed on the blow-by. Mitchell. And now OKC has completely seized control of this game.
Really, we're in control early on. Still unfair moves from SGA. Continues to rack it up.
He's just making it do what it do, man.
Trying to get this all sorted out.
Well, sometimes, you know, you live by the three and you die by the three.
Christmas Day. Could be some NBA games going on. You can vote for SGA. And the Thunder can enjoy Christmas, knowing that they took care of business here against the Washington Wizards thanks to an avalanche in the fourth quarter.
Just play to our identity. Tonight was a little slow, as you can tell. We didn't play like ourselves for the full 48 minutes, but it's not what's important. What's important is that we course corrected, we got the car back on the road, and we were able to pull out a W.
He's going to enjoy his first Christmas with his son. Everybody else, have a fantastic Christmas. Our final score tonight, 123-105. Hoping everybody had a wonderful Christmas holiday. We welcome you to downtown Indianapolis, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, as the Oklahoma City Thunder get ready to take on the Indiana Pacers.
It's improved on defense.
Yeah, those system fundamentals are going to be put to the test tonight. First 10 in the game to Indiana. SGA backing down Nembhard, goes right to the rims. At some point, the OKC, we got to get the offense going here as Hartenstein can score, yes, but he's always trying to pass first.
That's right, absolutely.
Shai, physical shot, got it up over Shepherd. Jay Will, open, top of the key. Charisma, it goes such a long ways.
And it's, you know, he's really been so supportive of his teammates.
The game is mean.
That's right.
Game got over with the Lakers. I said, there's another game on?
Yeah, there's another game, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. SGA out of the timeout, lines one up from deep.
#1 passing team in the association, folks. Pacers pass on average about 326 times a game.
He has had some impressive makes here in this first half. Shai back to the line, switches hands, left hand, counted in a foul.
That's why you always throw that ball up there when you hear the whistle. Now kind of collapsed on him as Shai will get.
You got the mismatch here, gonna need a little help inside. Great defense for rookie Mitchell, came from the backside to Gerard Free. Shai right back to Kenrich, and it leads to the 2 on the other end. Good defensive player is Nembhard. His teammates with Chet Holmgren at Gonzaga. Shai on the baseline, pulls up for that mid-range shot. Shai stripped on the way up, got it back and scores.
Wow, smart play.
Lead back up to 10 for Indiana. Shai's going to keep it himself, and it's right back to 8. Shai right down the lane yet again, left hand. Oh, SGA is.
Well, you like the fact that you're getting in that painted area too, because you had a 6-point advantage at halftime. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues.
Flailed it back to the backcourt. Halliburton was stripped by SGA, and the Thunder can continue this run. J-Dub, he's got it, powers his way to the cup, and the run does continue. Nembhard telegraphed the pass. SGA able to pick it off. Another cut, Jalen Williams, and it looked like Turner might have got a piece.
You get 2 points, and you force another turnover on the Pacers.
Isaiah Joe.
Wrestling and clawing their way back in this ball game after being down by as much as 15. And they just continue to fight back, showing a lot of resilience. I think that's a take foul, but it's not.
Better an opportunity to go back on top. Did it early in the third, and SGA, the kiss off the window.
Without the services at the free throw line, which makes 8 or 9 times. So he's earning it. You know, a lot of guys.
It's clean look, but it's tapped out by Dort to SGA. Gonna recycle 14, Dort. Cashes in the 3. Good defense, Hartenstein. Able to hold his ground. Turner missed a short shot.
Turner was trying to draw the foul on the play as the Thunder will go up by 3, off the 3. And now with it being closing time, here the Thunder, it's all about keeping the offense alive. And that's one way to do it right there.
Here inside the building, double team shaded over to SGA. Shai will pull up, 3-point shot. SGA, the biggest of the night. Big-time delivery from SGA.
He is just showing you all his gifts, folks, in the month of December. To flip the script on the Pacers here in this second half at the right time. And of course, you know, you got to make shots.
Back-to-back 40-point games for SGA.
All-star starter, and you got the guys, the cast around him, down by as many as 15 points, folks.
Here on the road as OKC stays perfect against the Eastern Conference. Now 8-0, and the win streak pushed up to 9.
Yeah, it feels good, but that's what the work's about. It went in because I took the shot, and in the past I probably would have got discouraged by missing one and not shooting it. But I like to think I've grown a bit.
On the Indiana Pacers, pushing OKC's win streak up to 9. 2024 has been awful kind to Oklahoma City. One more game to close out the year as we look ahead to 2025. It is a New Year's Eve tradition.
And guard 6'6" from Kentucky, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai, tough shot over McDaniels, and SGA just continues his brilliance. Well, Minnesota is not going to give you much when they play defense. SGA slithers his way inside for the scoop off the glass.
Good job by J-Dub keeping them off the glass to allow the Thunder to get some kind of rhythm here going in the early part of this first quarter. And right now it's coming from that guy right there.
As we take a look at tonight's Paris Devon injury report, as Chet remains out, but good to see him. Shai turned to the corner on his cousin, bounces off, had it blocked by Edwards. Dort from the outside, he'll tee it up and knock it down. Reed knew it was going to be short on the 3. See how physical Randall is, trying to use his body. As Shai looked like he might have been stripped momentarily, lost his shoe.
That's why he's a really difficult guard when he's knocking down that 3.
Shai, he got to the cup that time, had the step to get to the rim and scored. As you see, 2 defenders shading toward SGA. McDaniels all that length on him. Kick out to Dort, he'll hoist and hit the 3.
You know, you can get away with that most of the time.
That'll be a little more inconspicuous. SGA. 3 threes in about a minute to put Minnesota back up by 12. SGA on the baseline as Randall had it poked away. J-Dub finally comes up with the steal. Trying to create the out-man rush up ahead. It's SGA on the jam. And OKC finally able to get out of the run. Did you see that?
It's been a struggle.
Thunder able to take the lead with SGA on the bench. Now he's back in. Going to work on Reed. Hesitation. All the way to the cup. Plus the foul. You cannot stop him.
You ever pick up a piece of ice?
You hear the MVP chants inside Paycom Center. Shai bounces off the D-bench. So that's almost automatic. We'll run a little offense with the ball in the hands of SGA. He'll have the step back 3. SGA rattles it home. Dangerous pass. Fortunate SGA was there to keep it. Kick out. Wallace. Still time. SGA once again. Off the catch. Responds.
Upward shot motion.
Mike, this game was 65 bucket on the baseline to make it 10. And then the onslaught started.
A 41-point third quarter.
Shai able to shift DiVincenzo. The beauty goes down. Masterful from SGA.
But they felt very strongly that they would not be successful.
SGA, tough fadeaway on the baseline. Puts it up and in. Second one is good. Shai lobbing. J-Dub caught it. Got it right back. Catch fire 3. That is good. SGA. He's got 40 in the game.
More importantly, they just keep the momentum going. This was a tough game. This game was a lot closer than that scoreboard. And you saw it live here, folks.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Obviously in front of the home crowd, executing on both ends of the floor. That's what it's about. Against a good team, they're gonna test you. They're gonna make you play to your identity, play to your strengths, and try to make them play in their weaknesses. In the first half, we didn't do so, and that's why we went to half down. In the third quarter, we got the car back on the road, and that's why we got the lead.
Paycom Center, Oklahoma City, the home of the Thunder, and a rematch from a thriller last week. The Cleveland Cavaliers against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the NBA in scoring, but he also plays defense, provides leadership, and has this team having won 10 straight at home. Jared Allen has been playing very well as of late on the offensive end scoring.
Lou Dort fires one, hits one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, now the front runner for the league's most valuable player. He splits the double and gets to the basket. Nobody does it better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive.
And I like he didn't settle.
Hey, what's up, Chuck? Yes, sir. Don't forget to download the Donovan Mitchell or SGA. Quit moving, Ernie. I'm gonna go with SGA.
Carlson credited with the steal there. Gilgeous-Alexander with Niang on him, shakes and bakes and sticks the landing on a jumper.
And that's SGA's game.
4.5 to go in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander has 6 on the board. Takes a peek, backs his way in. Now the fadeaway is true. Special.
Special indeed. Getting to the rim.
State Farm Audio Assist. Couple of live wire personalities right there as the Thunder lead the NBA in steals and opponents' turnovers as SGA drives and lays it in.
And you know the drive is coming.
They were held scoreless over 4 minutes. Alex Caruso on the floor for Oklahoma City. Another one of the big pieces.
OKC was ready.
Caruso, bounce pass, Gilgeous-Alexander. It has been all Oklahoma City since, and Mitchell cannot score at the rim. And credit Brandon Carlson with a defensive stand. Gilgeous-Alexander, another one's down. Oh my goodness. To learn more, get help, and or support, please visit NBAcares.com. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander and one coming out of that timeout. Thunder led by 18 to start the quarter.
He settled for a step-back 3 on Ty Jerome. That time, he didn't settle. He attacked.
Isaiah Joe up ahead to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rises up at 6'6", and that's the other part of his game. He can drive, he can pull up, he can hit threes, and he is a monster defensively. Thunder by 19 with the ball here. Gilgeous-Alexander, 22. Garland's got 11 in the quarter now. Gilgeous-Alexander drives, lays it in.
And this first half. And tomorrow, your votes count. 3 for 1.
That was bad. Maybe some personnel, maybe getting some guys some playing time who don't normally do that. Their next game is Saturday in Minnesota. Lou Dort left wide open. Gilgeous-Alexander set him up. Our second game of the doubleheader tonight. The Rockets in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead and promote it.
Oh, man! Gilgeous-Alexander, spring-loaded.
Wow. And what's impressive, there's no let-up ever from OKC. They may not make shots offensively, but the commitment to defense, and that guy right there.
What a game.
So smooth.
Grant, they're 6.5 up on Boston in the East.
It's crazy.
For the best record. They're 7 up in the loss column starting play tonight is Gilgeous-Alexander. But the Thunder 6 games up over Houston right now. Thunder the 1 seed last year as well. And Gilgeous-Alexander
getting into the postseason. They won the first round, the OKC Thunder. They were in a tough matchup in the second round. Lost to Dallas. There's SGA.
Eventually the Cavs traded for him. Caruso! through the 28-29 season. Played his college ball at Texas A&M.
And has championship experience.
And Gilgeous-Alexander with 40-point game number 18 in his emerging career. Front runner for MVP. That's the final.
I mean, tonight was a good performance. We did the things we were supposed to do. But for us, it was just another night of basketball, another night of competing together, another night of being competitive, and then just letting the chips fall where they may.
We welcome you, everybody, to downtown Oklahoma City here on FanDuel Sports Network. The Utah Jazz are taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And a guy, 6'6" from Kentucky, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The veteran started his career with Atlanta. He has been around the NBA a long time. He's been producing for a long time. As Shai goes right at him, falling away, and banks it in. And all those assists, averaging 4 assists over the last 2 games. Combine that with one of the better cutters, and Wiggins. Foul got called on Sexton. Do you want a chance to win a pair of tickets? As Shai converts at the free throw line. George is clearly upset about something. And Shai sprinting up the floor. Now trying to back down the rookie. Isaiah Collier. Tough step back shot, and that is SGA's sweet stroke.
That time.
Filipowski offensive rebound, trying to put it up. Right on Brandon Carlson. This time SGA takes it himself right to the rack in transition.
You get the rebound, pick up the loose change. That's a loose change situation. How about this, the steal?
Caruso picked the puck into the rookie, and it leads to SGA.
And it's just not that often you see him getting a strip. He's going to make you pay the price for reaching in that. and Mom said, didn't I tell you?
If there's a chocolate chip cookie, I'm going for it. Shai still trying to run a little bit of clock. Filipowski picks him up, one-footed shot. It's a tough one, and Shai makes it look easy.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now SGA with George, not a good defender. Nice fadeaway. SGA, like OKC took control of this game midway through the second quarter, coming back and tying the game at 50, but not for long. SGA getting right to his spot. Carlson with the rainbow three.
By Carlson.
Final shot time, first half. Shai, mismatch. Hesitation on Sexton, pulls up, and SGA yet again.
He's got good hands, too.
He's all Utah. 8-0 start by the Jazz. J-Dub, though, wide open, and he'll stop that in a hurry. Don't often see Jalen Williams that wide open. Sexton, that might have been deflected. It's right on the baseline. Identical spot right there on the sideline, right side. Cut from Shai. Kick out Dort. That three is good.
He's showing you the big man can get up the floor and finish.
But there's Shai on the step back three with some quick offense. Dort was waiting down on the other end, on the offensive end. Shai spinning, got fouled by the high look, and flips it up and in with a little scoop. He's going to the line for a three-point play.
You don't know that. That guy's got all that kind of stuff in his game. And that's why that man is on everybody's.
He's got his team prepared tonight. It's going to put him at the free throw line.
Played a bunch of sports, did a bunch of extracurricular activities, and all of that led.
And how many times, Michael, we mentioned things like that?
Hakeem Olajuwon got the dream shake.
Carlson, SGA right there for the putback on the offensive rebound.
Wow, just right place at the right time. He is really, in my opinion, the MVP of the league.
And Carlson.
Now 14 to 15. Now That's what they meant.
SGA, the step back. He is hot right now. There's another one from downtown as he approaches 40 on the night.
They don't listen to me. They shouldn't listen to me. I'm on TV. And then we're going to clean it up in the third. And they kind of let off the whistle in the fourth. And that's just kind of how the NBA game goes a lot of times. I thought SGA again. That's 3 straight plays where he's been able to make plays. And then he's going to put a cherry on top. Or like game-winning things that you want to do.
Shai, fortunate that Karam's right back to him. And a second effort 3. He's down.
And just like that, he's got his career hot, folks. And now he's scoring big-time buckets in crunch time.
Well, don't miss your chance to see the Thunder next home game.
Dallas lost a close one in Minnesota tonight.
As we come up on 90 seconds to go.
It's a big-time bucket by Kessler. He's got 17 points and 15 rebounds.
Shai looking for 50, and he delivers.
Well, that's close to 5 seconds.
That is going to be a Utah turnover. The hit ahead, and Shai caps it off. Now, Martinez laid it out before the game. This Utah team, we got some good players. He is tonight's Thunder Player of the Game, brought to you by Riverwind Casino. Putting another bullet point. No foul from Utah. And that'll put this one in the books. What a performance. Coruscating night for SGA.
Just try to be aggressive, try to make the right basketball play, and then from there, just trust the work. No different from any other night. Had a few more points tonight, but nothing special.
Amazing night for SGA. And Nick alluded to it a little bit there. Great second half and fourth quarter from Jalen Williams and his 25.
The team with the best record in the NBA visits the Bay Area tonight. The Oklahoma City Thunder at 37-8 face the Golden State Warriors at Chase Center.
All led by this guy. You said it. Favorite for the MVP this season. Well deserved. It'll be him or Jokic in the end.
So the 28th different starting lineup Steve Kerr has employed this year, tied for most in the NBA. Quinton Post.
It's too far over in the key.
Gilgeous-Alexander has scored 30 points per game or better. He's so good for the mid-range, right on cue there, hitting that one from 15. Due to a calf injury, but day-to-day. Thunder looking to push. They've made their last 4 shots from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3, and he drills it. 5 straight makes for the Thunder.
Against this team, right idea by Curry, getting out fast, trying to get an early shot on the clock before the Thunder set up the D.
Shai drills the mid-range shot on the baseline against Curry. That 3 by Wiggins, the first for Golden State. 1 for the Thunder, and it was by Shai. Gilgeous-Alexander, again, mid-range jump shot. So smooth, so consistent.
You know, in a very different way, it reminds me of Kawhi Leonard, where he would just get to that free throw line. They talk about the elite players get to their spots, and this guy, obviously, look at that. I mean, he could score at all levels, but most effectively, the thing you cannot stop Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that his touch. The last piece for him, Dave, is really
Houston at Memphis Saturday on ABC. Lakers, Knicks. Gilgeous-Alexander downhill. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 17 of the 23 points for Oklahoma City in the quarter. Being named USA Basketball Coach of the Year, and Steph Curry, USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year, as Gilgeous-Alexander scores again. He's got 19 points.
29 amount of decisions. As a GM, you could trade anybody. I've never been a coach. Maybe a coach is harder. I don't know.
Gilgeous-Alexander making the free throws. Gilgeous-Alexander gives it up. Isaiah Joe nails a 3.
Trying to get the block, but gets there late. He's just solid. You can't ruffle this guy. He's
not many people would have predicted that on draft night back in 2018.
3 of 18 for the Warriors. 3 of 16 from 3 for the Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill, draws contact, and scores. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with another basket. He's got 27.
Well, this is his 3rd, whatever, NBA real game. to get any space, and the Thunder know who Steph Curry is, and they're dedicating their whole defense to stopping him.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a kick out, and the three from Isaiah Joe. Several bounces, it wouldn't drop. Another offensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander hit it, a three to give him 31 in the first half.
I mean, that's all effort.
Jalen Williams, 12 points, 4 fouls. Gilgeous-Alexander, 31 in the first half. Best ever for him at a half. Those are his first points of the third quarter. And just the 8th point for the Thunder as a team in the quarter.
And Wiggins responding.
His name has been bandied about in trade rumors as SGA scores off glass and draws the foul. 35 for Gilgeous-Alexander. Front runner right now for MVP. He was the runner-up to Jokic last year. Missed just one game this year. That was...
And he does it. He just needed to make that one in the right corner to find his rhythm in this game.
The step through, around and down, plus a foul. What a move and finish by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 38 points. It's the free throw. He's got 39. We're downloading the NBA Events app.
Has a lot of that, and this guy does as well. Just the ability.
So an extra free throw for Shai. Let's check him with George.
Guys, we've been marveling at SGA.
Pretty amazing. And it just feels like they've extended this lead while Curry's on the bench. The step back from Gilgeous-Alexander. 45 points.
Great defense, too. I mean, that is the shot you wanted to take.
Anderson charged with trying to stop. Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill, floats it up and good. 47 for SGA. 29 minutes played, 18 points, most of those coming since the first quarter. They've been all over him in the half court here in the last couple minutes. He gets that one, 50 points, but looks like...
And offensively, they executed. They took care of the ball. Steve Kerr did a nice job with his substitutions. It's a complete effort.
52 for Gilgeous-Alexander. What a win for the Golden State Warriors over the best team in the NBA. As Golden State now tied in that number 10 spot in the West.
Chilly night in Oklahoma City. Of course, another big day of trades in the NBA. Trade deadline tomorrow, so less than 24 hours of high anxiety for players and teams. MVP contender Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for OKC. So that's one of the things they want to do. They want to shoot more threes. As Gilgeous-Alexander rattles that one in. Some good shooting to start. There's Wiggins. Wiggins has had some big games lately. Coming off the bench, Gilgeous-Alexander to Hartenstein. The floater is good. All 4 field goal attempts for Phoenix from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander, he loves that spot.
Because it's the most difficult area on the court to run extra traffic at where he loves to, and that is why he's such a challenge for teams.
Well, this game could be built.
Big guys in the league take that shot, and Isaiah Hartenstein.
But Hartenstein's impact is so much bigger than they even thought. Gilgeous-Alexander goes right at Dunn, the rookie. Thought he got fouled, banks it home. He's got 11 points already.
And that contact, didn't get the call on that one, but could have been a 3-point play.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls back, jumper's good. And you look at his strength. I've been hearing this since I was a kid, talk about a guy who's wiry strong. Up top, Isaiah Joe, long 3-pointer at the buzzer, nails the 3.
You can withstand that.
Jones inside to Richards. Richards has it knocked away by Lou Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, the hesitation now gets inside. Perfect change of pace, and it's back to a 5-point game.
Right now what the landscape could look like. And it's going to be fascinating to watch both of those teams. Now they've gotten that corrected for this exact reason, what you just saw there.
He's got 16 points. Leading the NBA in scoring.
How talented he is as an offensive player, even against this great defense, repeatedly breaking them down.
Gilgeous-Alexander, baseline jumper.
Because when he comes off the ball screen and that center is 5-6 feet back, I just think when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes off and he sees that amount of space and all the way to the rim before there's a rotation along the baseline, very rare for Oklahoma City.
SGA pulls up 23 here in the first half. Now 7 of 14 from the field. All 8 of his free throws have been good. If you said the Suns were going to have 11 turnovers, as Gilgeous-Alexander nails another 3. 26 first half points, and the lead is cut to 3 for the Miami Heat, NBA champion. Gilgeous-Alexander goes right at Plumlee, gets inside, layup is good. He's unstoppable right now, 28 points. Another turnover. Here comes Wiggins. Jones tries to get in his way. Wiggins throws it inside. Gilgeous-Alexander using that left hand up and in. And the Suns need a timeout. 9 straight points in the first 2 minutes of the third. The three-point shooting was huge difference in that first half. Phoenix good. Oklahoma City struggled, but they're not struggling now on any part of the court.
The whole dribble before Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got into his shooting motion. I thought the 2 on Booker were more prone to getting free throws.
It doesn't matter. He hits the ball back and he knocks down another. 34 points against Jones. Back out Wiggins, lines up, three-pointer, that's good.
Got the ball to the shooter, and Wiggins made Phoenix pay.
Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and throws it down. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander putting on a show. And the lead now, 81-65. He's got 36 points in 24 minutes. Night in and night out. Beal goes back door. Oh, shot blocked by Dort. Lou Dort with a spectacular defensive play. Gilgeous-Alexander drives, layup, count it. The SGA avalanche continues. Beal gets away, goes up inside. But he talks about, he said he grew up, he was clumsy, he was all arms. And hearing the MVP. Gilgeous-Alexander, pull-up, jump shot, got it. 42 points.
That gap is the same gap that exists between Team 2 and Team 11.
Phoenix shot 60% in the first half. They're 1 for 12 here in the third quarter. Caruso just adds.
43-point night out there pressuring Dunn the way that he was, forcing him into the traffic, and then the backside help with the block.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a three-pointer, 46 points. Another masterpiece from SGA tonight. And yet another turnover. Allen trying to knock it away from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander a 3. Fight for the rebound. Hartenstein back to SGA jumper. That's good. 48 points. Allen trying to poke it away, looking to double team him. Tiptoeing along. Now goes up, pulls up, jump shot. There it is. 50 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Third time this season. And a standing ovation. And another victory in front of their loyal fan base. They're 40-9 now. 50 points in 34 minutes.
Just trying to be aggressive, play basketball, take what the defense gives me. Trust my work at the end of the day. That's all you can really do. You can put in the work through the summertime, through the off days. And when you get out here, just trust it.
They have one goal, and that's to win an NBA title. And that man on his way to another spectacular season.
Jalen Green and the Houston Rockets, as there is a lot of anticipation. The fans cannot wait to get inside Paycom Center and see this matchup between the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that guard, 6'6" from Kentucky, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Eastern Conference. You name it, man. They've been all the way around.
Just one more Eastern Conference trip on the season. There's Hartenstein. There's Hartenstein again. There's the cut. SGA this time the beneficiary. And he makes a sweet move getting up to the rim. Went up with the left hand. SGA trying to back down. Shepherd shoots over the top. If Shepherd is guarding SGA.
Painted area.
Nice deflection by Hartenstein. There's SGA, 2-on-1. Make it 3-on-1. Bad pass initially by SGA. Didn't put enough on it. Now you got to run offense. Holmgren. There's a zipped one inside. There's Whitmore. Did not use the screen from Landale. Instead went in there and got swatted away. Couldn't even get it up to the rim.
That's terrific.
Little hesitation. Now the fade away. That's what SGA does. It is just a beauty, shot after shot.
Sometimes you say to yourself, he's going too fast. But man, he's got those anti-lock blades. I want it now.
As Shai goes to the free throw line, finding all the different ways to produce. Jalen Green the other way, up ahead. It is Whitmore who went for the spike on the jam and missed it.
Well, it looked like he kind of fumbled, that pass, and never really quite had his hands on it. And it turns into a 5-point swing for the Thunder. The missed layup by Whitmore and a transition three by Shai.
Diving for it. It's scraped up by SGA. Bodies on the deck on the other end. Shai attacks and easily scores on Shepherd.
It's all about just building energy over the next 3.5 quarters or 3 quarters.
And OKCThunder.com/recess. SGA once again attacking. Should be able to go right by Reed. Shepherd does so again. SGA attacking the rim with success. Then the Houston Rockets. SGA, step back three, right over Shepherd. And his hot first quarter.
By the officials with Green reaching in, got his hand caught in that cookie jar. It looked like the swing to me.
Green to slap down again.
I was talking about last night.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit like Kyrie Irving. They got bounce. Excellent handles, can get to the cup and score. SGA can get in the mid-range and score as well.
Yeah, two terrific young scorers with a soft finish.
Well, he can get to the cup right now. He's done it on back-to-back plays. SGA kept the dribble alive, then wheels around into the reverse. Leaked out left, no good. SGA's got the ball in his hands, can go 2 for 1. Kept the dribble alive, then pulls up and sticks the mid-range shot as this brilliant first half continues.
It's not a lot of times what you say, it's how you say it.
Holmgren decided to get it back out to the perimeter. SGA. Tough step back three, and he splashes it home.
That's just one of those balls that just was not meant to go in.
Shai did a good job of hustling back, and it leads to this.
Jalen Green got called for a technical foul, in case you're wondering, folks.
And Houston starting to go cold here from the floor. Thunder taking advantage. Lead continues to build. Hartenstein gives it up. SGA spots up wide open for three. No good. Houston's gotten really quiet. SGA backdoor cut, beautifully done. The pass on time. SGA finishes it off. Their offense had gone completely dormant. Shai through a couple of defenders, and now he's got 40. From J-Dub. Now he catches, spins, squares up, and connects.
It's a nice pass there.
Never looked right out of the hands of J. Will. Wiggins on the offensive rebound. So it was a busy month for him here when he drives up out of the timeout. It's going to be a possible three-point play. Now he's trying to back down. J. Will gives it right back to him in the post. SGA contested, shoots right over the top behind Lene. And his big scoring night continues. And you can see why he never really looked comfortable. Almost thought he had to take it because of the space given to him. Shai sizing up Green, shoots over the top, splashes it home. SGA fired away from downtown.
Thunder getting through a monstrous part of the schedule right now.
You're right, coming down the final stretch. It's going to go by quickly.
Wouldn't always work that way.
Rockets got away with one. Chet Holmgren was wide open door with a deflection. It leads to SGA behind everybody. 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. J-Dub floats it, and Wallace went for the jam. SGA on the follow with a reverse. And how do you not circle him, Michael?
Yeah, just phenomenal game again. The efficiency. 51 points, my goodness.
There's the only 2 50-win teams in the NBA. The Rockets not calling any timeouts, letting this one play out. It's a 137-128 victory. Thunder win at 137-128. These two teams will meet one more time in Houston, but that'll be about a month from now, April 4th.
FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Grizzlies, where it's a big night
35 points a game in the last 19 for the league's leading scorer, including all 4 of those 50-point games. And had no shot at making it, but he wanted to try to get the and one.
Williams' long arms guarding Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody's been able to stop him this year, and he didn't stop him that time. Knocks down the jumper. 3-7 stretch. They won 10 of 11. And considering this stretch, the fact that they're just still 4th in the West is a good sign as Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down.
Back-to-back finishes in the paint where Memphis likes to eat.
Meanwhile, Marvin Bagley getting just his second run here with the Grizzlies. Soft touch once again. Kennard poked away. Williams knocks it loose. Williams down the other end. So crafty. The Nuggets host the Suns, and then ABC Saturday, Lakers and Celtics. Gilgeous-Alexander, the quick burst, gets the double team. Jalen Williams lines that up and nails it. Wiggins playing with so much confidence right now. Wells trying to stay with Gilgeous-Alexander, finds a spot, nails the mid-range. He is lethal from mid-range.
That's the one there's no answer for because he's so quick off the dribble. You have to recover. He waits for your...
Bain now trying to guard Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough shot. Nope, they wave it off. An offensive foul. Bain stayed with him. He's fired up by the defense. And that's 2 on Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket counts, so instead of the second foul on SGA, he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
There was contact on that first initial move.
Uncle Jeff, who's had a marvelous career, but you didn't think he'd be the one. He was always a good free throw shooter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out. Jalen Williams barely touches it, knocks down the 3. Free throw, gets a nice fender.
But I talked about the numbers that Oklahoma City's been putting up, 130.
J-Dub and J-Will, as they're affectionately called in Oklahoma City. And J-Will knocks that one down.
It's a good call.
I have to give credit. Our statistician Dave Free thought of it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander throws it up and in. 19 points now.
This is a team that is 29th in the league.
You know what's so impressive about Gilgeous-Alexander? Here he's leading the NBA in scoring. Again, because he's been in and out of the lineup so much. And last year, as Gilgeous-Alexander answers right back with a 3. You forget what a special offensive talent John Morant can be.
Well, Mike, Mark Daignault says who Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is does more for this team than what he provides points-wise on a nightly basis.
We said Morant has missed 24, Bain missed 12, Kennard 13, Edey missed 14, yet they're still 4th in the West.
And even tonight, their all-star Jaren Jackson Jr. out.
That's the lead right now for OKC. Gilgeous-Alexander with G.G. Jackson. Good contest of the shot. It still goes down. But this year has really made a nice step forward.
Really caught my eye out in Vegas this summer, and that's where I first thought he had a real opportunity to earn minutes. It's very difficult in this league to shoot 50% as a guard.
Edey close to a travel, stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes inside and throws it down, a costly turnover. He's 2nd in the NBA in steals per game. Gilgeous-Alexander posted up, back up top.
Guilty as charged.
Jalen Williams knocks down another. And the Thunder have regained control of this one. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up and knocks it down. 36 points. Timeout, Memphis. Shot clock down to 5. Gilgeous-Alexander rises and knocks it down. 38 points.
The Lakers red hot. Denver has overtaken them, but I do think Memphis is going to be a factor in the Western Conference playoffs.
He's got to get everybody back, starting with Jaren Jackson Jr. Lou Dort gets his first points of the night. They've got a chance for their first championship. Wiggins, but a long way to go. First in the regular season as Gilgeous-Alexander hits the 3-pointer. 41 points, unstoppable. And a timeout call by Memphis. 5 straight wins, 6 straight on the road, and they're 14-2 in their last 16 games. It has just been a magical season that continues. And they've now won their first 3 games against Memphis.
2 games in 2 days between the Thunder and Nuggets here in Oklahoma City. Tomorrow night and today.
If you want to go full commit, send everybody his way. He's patient, and he's got an array of shot making in the paint. That's why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is so difficult for teams to deal with.
Jamal Murray off the mark. He's been playing terrific basketball. 25 points per game the last month and a half. Gilgeous-Alexander finally on the board with a sweet drive and finish. Jokic, but right to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander again goes to the left hand. He makes it look so easy when he puts the ball on the floor. Porter missed the 3. There was some contact. He thought he was fouled, but the officials don't blow the whistle. Gilgeous-Alexander up the floor. Driving at Brown and scoring again off glass. He is owning him on penetration right now. Timeout, Denver, as the Thunder back within 4. SGA now with it, averaging 33 points per game, leading the league. 3rd straight year, he's better than 30 points per contest, and he's got the last 8 points now for the Thunder. 29 points per game, a career high. He's also 3rd in rebounds, 2nd in assists. Nobody's ever finished in the top 3 of all 3. Gilgeous-Alexander on fire right now. 10 straight points for him. There are other weapons, as you said, on this Thunder team, and there's tremendous chemistry as Joe hits a 3-pointer.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander certainly does.
Porter commits the foul. The Cavs, the best record in the league. They're in Milwaukee. Doubleheader NBA TV tomorrow, including Denver, Oklahoma City.
Converting off of that, so it's the start Michael Malone wanted from his team with ball security.
SGA back in the game, throws to Jalen Williams, wide open 3.
Couple huge threes the other night against Phoenix, and you can see how easily it's coming for him now from distance.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the sidestep 3. His first triple. He had missed his initial 5 tries from deep.
It has to come from somewhere, and Christian Brown right now in a groove.
Jalen Williams, he connects again. Mark Daigneault said, for the next 2 days, we want to learn a lot. Obviously, it's a potential matchup. That's not what he said. These are our words. He's not worried about the matchups in the playoffs yet. As 3-on-2, Denver, Murray, Westbrook. What a touch pass. Great defense, though, by the Thunder. They get another block from Williams. SGA in the open floor attacks, count it, and a foul on Jokic. A 3-point chance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Mark Daigneault says he's so consistent as a person. We know
when Michael Porter Jr. is this dialed in with his energy and effort, because the production is going to follow with the talent.
He's got 9 rebounds, 18 points. Basket by SGA and 1. 22 points. He'll go to the line where he's 3 for 3.
And feeds off the double teams and the traffic. That's when the 3-point shooting will open up for OKC.
Checking with Katie.
The direction that Westbrook was pursuing him.
This guy is the real deal.
Yeah, probably about first half. That was an air ball, very important. So he walked in a little closer, made sure he knocked one down.
Gilgeous-Alexander from mid-range. Loose ball taken away by Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander driving into the chest of Najee in the layup. 29 points now for SGA.
Well, if you want to see an example of OKC's speed defensively, that looked like Michael Porter Jr.
MVP chance here at Paycom. And it's his 40th.
How voracious he is right now as a scorer. You take a look today, 28 field goal attempts, the next highest on their team.
Top 2 teams in the West. The Thunder, the number 1 seed. Trying to get it for the 2nd straight year would be just the 15th team to do that. Jalen Williams has had a big second half. No points in the first quarter, 20 cents. Entry to Caruso from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Great hustle by Dort. Also fortunate bounce. Gilgeous-Alexander driving. Mid-range shot. It's good. 35 for SGA. Not there for Porter. Rebound Hartenstein. Here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thought about the pull-up, instead blows by Murray and scores. Putting on a show when it matters most. Again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now SGA against the former Thunder guard Westbrook. Pull up 3, a 40-point game. the 11th of the year for Gilgeous-Alexander. What a fourth. What a performance by the MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The runner-up last year, might be the favorite right now.
Yeah, we were able to get stops down the stretch and then just execute. That's what it's going to come down to when teams are so good. It's never going to be pretty all the time, but if you get stops and you execute, you give yourself a chance no matter who you play.
13 threes and 6 in the fourth quarter for the Thunder.
Little Caesars Arena in downtown Detroit, setting the stage as it is game 2 of this road trip. And SGA, he is ready to go after that fantastic performance, not only by him, but by this entire Thunder team.
I'm just saying.
Just a quick note there for you.
It's a new
quick note.
Okay, I got you.
As SGA off the deck, had to beat the shot clock, does as he nails the 3. And deflection, steals, loose ball. There's a steal right there. SGA has got his head up trying to make something happen.
Second one of them in this early part of this quarter for the Thunder.
And how about the hesitation move? Able to get the step on. See the activity for the Thunder on the defensive end. There's now SGA with the veteran Hardaway on him. SGA cutting in, kept his balance, and with that left foot, still able to bank it home.
That's almost not fair because that's a really great defense.
Thought he got fouled as Kenrich going to give it up to SGA. Finds a cut, it's Wallace, and he's got 2 more. Cunningham, this time it's Cason Wallace who was on him, popped it free, SGA on the other end, and SGA will take it for the jam. So they started out with Dort, that time it was Wallace.
Well, you never want to show the defense any kind of good look. As Lou Dort gets a good look, and 3:51 to go, down by 7. You just got to survive the first half so you can get to halftime and kind of reset your clock.
Shai, baseline shot, that one goes down. He's been trying to get it to go down this entire first half. Shai, keeping the dribble alive. Tough shot, the turnaround of the fadeaway, and SGA, an MVP-type shot. That is so hard to do. Now he's got 15.
What are you talking about, that one or the one before?
The pace that SGA has played with, not just when he's got the ball in his hands, get his teammates involved. That's a tough play, and SGA lowers the shoulder, takes the contact. Now he's going to the free throw line.
We just need to keep talking about it because, is that how you say that? Don't bother, don't answer.
Come on,
don't answer.
wait, I thought you were going to drop the scoop-de-doo. SGA trying to detach from Cunningham. Pulls up, 17 feet, SGA, one all-star over another.
This has been pretty consistent with that contact around the basket, just allowing it to happen, but this guy here has been pretty consistent.
And SGA, they don't talk about his defense enough in the MVP conversation. That time, fading away off 1 foot, made it look easy.
It's just not fair to the defense because that's really good defense by Tim Hardaway Jr., but he just evaded him with that.
That's a Pistons turnover. SGA surveys, keeps it himself, and the left-handed score as SGA doing it on both ends.
You know,
just so impressed at his ability to finish with the left hand as Hartenstein over the top.
There's another guy who can finish with his left hand because he's left-handed.
That absolutely rocked the rim. As Shai stops on a dime, pulls up mid-range shot, and that's going to be a friendly soft bounce right in there for 2 more.
Got a little animated with the officials. I guess Cunningham continued.
I'm not sure why. And he gets tossed. His night is done. SGA's at the free throw line. How many tees they had. This is going to be 3 technicals. As the ball in the hands of SGA. Sat a chunk of this third. Gave up his dribble. Tough shot. Fontecchio all over him. And SGA still finds a way to connect from downtown.
And if there's any doubt that he's the MVP, he just showed you, folks.
On the floor. Sat those minutes in the third. Takes a little bump, fading out of bounds, and SGA just makes it look easy time after time. 1-point game. Crowd really getting into it. The Thunder had a big lead in the second half. SGA wide open. That's a layup line 3, and he responds in a big way.
It's a good closeout by Shai. He got out there real quickly. Did not give him a good look from that same spot.
Shai keeping the dribble alive, stops on a dime, pulls up at SGA. Another big bucket in the fourth quarter.
Man, he's got 44, folks. It just continues. My goodness. Smothered Beasley on that play.
SGA once again. Little hesitation. The left hand. What a move by SGA. Spectacular. And in this communication, SGA is able to rip it away to keep possession. 4 seconds. Wallace fires. Wallace, another three in the fourth quarter. And drawn up. Front end of a back-to-back. SGA now with 48. In what was an emotional, intense game here inside Little Caesars Arena. And the Thunder come up victorious yet again.
Yeah, we knew on the road against a much improved team, a playoff basketball team, like we knew it was going to be a challenge. Obviously, with us having some guys now, it's going to make it a little bit harder. But that's been our mentality all year, next man up mentality, and do whatever it takes to win, and we got a W tonight.
With all those guys that were missing time, but the Thunder do it collectively. Here in downtown Oklahoma City, with the fans all jazzed up and excited for the final regular season home game of the year as Los Angeles Lakers, as the fans making their way through the concourse inside Paycom Center.
And a guard, 6'6", from Kentucky, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I just want to say we have an incredible color scheme tonight, uniform-wise. We got the Lakers with their gold unis as SGA starts off things with a scoring of the 2. Lakers are still hot. After making a franchise record 22, but SGA, anything happening to SGA who's at the free throw line or end up on this list, which is tonight's Paris Devon and Dukas remain out for OKC. Is SGA? Here's the MVP chance, rightfully so. LeBron got the big body screen, but missed the floater. SGA trying to push, little hesitation, attacking on Reed, goes left hand and scores. The Lakers played with a lot more force, but he said they lacked focus, effort, execution. It needed to be better as they got outplayed for the majority of that game on Sunday. And SGA working his way down low yet again. Had to make some fundamental adjustments. Kenrich Williams on the drive on the baseline, got all the way to the cup. Couldn't finish it, but Hartenstein trying to distribute. There's the cut from SGA off the trampoline for the jam. Picking up right where they left off on Sunday.
That is their total offense right now with that three-point line. And the Thunder continue to be within striking distance.
On Sunday, SGA lowers the shoulder, got to his spot, much like the very first shot that he took in this game.
Like Doncic and also James.
Holmgren!
That's really been something that the Thunder can continue to build on throughout the ball game.
SGA not in the paint, but the step back right over Doncic.
Look at all the gold shirts looking at Shai as he's trying to find a way to get inside that painted area. And the Lakers got hit with a delay of game. I'm not sure where that came from.
And Doncic never bashful when it comes to his opinion. At least it helps kind of calm things down a little bit. You get some points where points been able to maintain the confidence with all of that shooting from the outside. SGA breaking down the defense. Nobody there to slow him.
You know, playing solid defense on him too much.
Shai using those screens, steps back straight away, and SGA buries it from downtown. A much-needed three here late in the third.
Dancing with the basketball, just waiting for that moment.
In what has been a +13 third quarter for LA. SGA sheds one, left hand, and the putback followed his own miss.
Just try to score that last bucket. And he's at that free throw line. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
At 50%. As SGA. So Doncic has been having words with the officials, certainly not hesitant in letting them know how he feels, is fuming on the sidelines.
A A lot of back and forth here.
Vanderbilt trying to stay attached to SGA instead. Back out to the perimeter. Caruso!
You got it right here.
Shai, Vanderbilt's been on him all night long. Wants to step back and nails the step back. Reeves, speed, pops up and a turnover. SGA, full flight. Jadon, foul. And a goaltend. Just that extra ball pressure on James. SGA wants that fade away in the mid-range. Silky smooth for SGA. And the ball in the hands of the leading MVP candidate. Looking for a little more. Yes, from the outside. Another three.
My goodness.
A game that the Thunder had to grind through at times. The offense in the first half and then the finishing fourth quarter to take down the Lakers.
Yeah, we fight. Like, we obviously got whooped last game. Left the bad taste in our mouth. We can't get whooped twice in a row. That's not our identity. That's not who we are. We come back and we fight. And that's what we did tonight. We fought a little bit harder than we did last game, and we got a good result because of it.
Connect, and Thunder once again come away with a victory here at home and finish the homestand on a sweet note.
All right, a final score, 136-120.